I'm trying to get the right height. I like this natural light. Yeah, going with natural light today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into it, if you're new here or you're a repeat viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And hi actually to my new subscribers, because I did notice I do have a couple new subscribers, so hi, thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, I'll say it again, please subscribe. It will make my day. I'm really happy for some reason, and I don't, do you know what, it's this natural light is making me feel, you know, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and comment below. Follow me on Instagram as well. Now let's get into the topic. So you've seen the title, okay? I said what I said, birth control is bad. And I'm speaking from experience. I have tried 3 different birth controls in my life, and it's, you know, it's enough is enough now. Enough is enough now, okay? I am sworn of birth control for the rest of my life. I'm not having it. It's poison, and yeah, I think it's bad, okay? Now, I'll go into it a bit more, but I just would like to say at the beginning, I'm not saying go around and just be getting pregnant and just be popping out babies like that. That is not the point of this video. Okay, that is not the point of this video, okay? This is more about how it affects you and things like that, not go and have unprotected sex. That is not the point of the video, okay? Do not have unprotected sex. And if you really must go on birth control and that's good for you, then that's good for you. But in my opinion, in my very strong opinion, birth control is bad. Okay, so let me get into it. As I just said, I have tried 3 different types of birth control in the past, okay? In my early 20s, and even as recently as, when did I get the coil removed? Last month I finally got it removed. So this is old experiences and new experiences I'm talking about, and now I've had enough. I've had enough. And I think that more warning should be given by doctors before they give it to certain people, or everyone actually. I think people need to be a bit more aware of what this stuff is doing to you. So let me talk about the first birth control I ever tried. So the first one I ever tried was Depo-Provera. So Depo-Provera is the injection that you get. They inject it in your bum. Every 3 months you get this injection. So that was the first one I ever tried. I was 20 when I started using it, and I was on it for about 1.5 years. Now, this was my first experience with birth control, and all I knew is that no pregnancy and no periods. I wasn't getting periods either. And so I thought it was kind of great. I put on a little bit of weight. It wasn't too much, but I did notice that I had a small weight gain, and it happened really quickly, so much so that I got stretch marks on my arms because the weight gain came really rapidly, and I was really small at that time. And then I just got a bit big. So, but after that first initial weight gain, there wasn't any more, and it was okay. So I thought. If you've watched previous videos, I have mentioned in the past that I had issues with my mental health, and it was the Depo-Provera that caused that. I was going through stress and stuff, but it was the Depo-Provera that was causing me to be a bit loopy. When I say a bit loopy, I would start fights for no reason. I was just angry, and I didn't know why I was angry. I couldn't rationalize and explain why I was angry, and I used to like start stupid arguments, and I knew they were stupid arguments, but I was just so in my emotions, and it was just, I didn't understand it. A couple of times I cried in public and I couldn't control it. I remember one particular time I was on my way home from work. I was at the bus stop, standing at the bus stop in Mitcham. If you're from London, you know, or South London, you know Mitcham. I was standing at the bus stop where, I don't know why I'm going into details about the bus stop, but I don't know what shop will be there now, but I think it was a Lidl. Like, you know, it used to be Netto and then they changed it to Lidl. That bus stop there, and then on the other side there's like Iceland and the Upper Green East and all of that. I don't know why, like I said, I don't know why I've gone into detail about that, but I was standing at that bus stop. I was standing there and I burst into tears, and people were looking at me, and I'm trying, like, in my mind is telling me, Maya, stop, why are you crying in public? But I couldn't stop, and I was just there, tears, 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 and I don't know why I was crying, and I was trying to avoid people's faces, like, don't look at me, but I was crying, and obviously people will look. I don't understand why that happened. There was no reason for it. I wasn't sad that day. Nothing had happened that day. It was just a normal morning. I went to work and I was on my way home, and I think I might have had uni that afternoon. I don't know why I was crying. Another time I cried on the bus with the same Depo-Provera, just public crying for no apparent reason. And so I felt that I was starting to lose control, the anger, the starting arguments, the random crying. And one day, I can't remember what made me Google the side effects of Depo-Provera, but it wasn't anything to do with the crying or anything, but something made me Google, something was happening, or so, I don't know why, but I Googled the side effects of Depo-Provera, and there it was. Mental health, depression was a symptom, side effect of using this birth control. And it was like, oh my god. So it's this injection that's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. So from that moment I said, I'm not having these injections anymore. I'm not going back for my next one, because it was every 3 months you had to go and get it. I said, I'm not having it anymore. My body needs to, you know, purge of this Depo-Provera. So I did that. I stopped taking the injections, and it took almost 3 years. I'm not even exaggerating. It took almost 3 years, to the point that I thought that I was infertile, for my periods and everything to go back to normal after stopping that injection. Imagine now, I wanted to have, I stopped taking it because I wanted to have kids, and it took 3 years for me to be able to get pregnant again. Can you imagine? You know, madness, absolute madness. So yeah, that was the birth control I had then. And as I just said, I thought I was infertile. I thought I had this stupid thing put in my body for 1.5 years, and now I can't have kids. And that's how my son was conceived. I'm not even lying, because I thought I couldn't have kids, so I was a bit careless, because everything was just messed up. And I was about to go private to get my fertility checked, because it was like, nah, I don't understand why. Because online it said it takes 1 year for everything to get back to normal, and it had been 3. And then just as I was talking with somebody, and just as I was about to, you know, go ahead with the health insurance or whatever it was, to go and get this fertility check done, then I discovered I was pregnant with my son. And it's like, oh, okay, fertility's back then. So literally, now if I tell, that's a long time if you think about it. I started the injections when I was 20 and I conceived my son when I was 26. That's how long from the beginning of me taking the first injection to stopping it, to having it leave my system completely. That is how long it took for everything to be done and for my fertility to come back. Like I just said, imagine I had stopped the injections thinking that I was gonna try and have a baby and plan a family, and 3 years nothing was happening. Okay, so that's birth control number 1. Okay, birth control number 2, I got the implant after my son was born, and I didn't have that in very long, maybe 6 or 7 months I had it in, and the same thing started happening again. There was a bit of weight gain. I started crying in public. I started crying at my nephew's birthday party. It was in a bowling place as well, so it was public because someone gave me a funny look. Okay, so obviously I recognized the signs and I said, nope, this has to come out. So I got it removed. I got it removed, and because I think maybe I didn't have it in that long, it didn't take too long for everything to get back to normal. So that was, you know, that was that. Okay, then I didn't have any birth control for about 2 years, over 2 years, and in November 2020 I decided I'm going to have a go at birth control again. Now this bit really grinds my gears, okay, because I should really sue somebody. I should make trouble for somebody, okay, but I just cannot be bothered. And maybe one day I might feel like it if, you know, things are taking too long to get back to normal, because I've got even proofs and evidences and stuff, okay. I contacted my GP. It's COVID time, so you can't go there and stuff, so we had to fill in the online form. That's how I've got evidence of what I specifically asked for, okay. I filled in the thing. I asked for a copper coil. I said I want a copper coil, okay. I got a message back. I still have the message saying, because the doctor who does that wasn't in, so the doctor who picked up the message said I will forward this on to Dr. so and so because she's the one who deals with coils, and she'll call you on Monday. Boom. Monday came, she called, she's arguing with me on the phone. Oh, but the copper coil, you know, the side effects, you get heavy periods. I said, that's not an issue, okay. I've had hormonal birth control in the past and it doesn't agree with me. I don't want hormones, I want copper because there's no hormones in it. That's what I want, okay. We were on the phone for a good 15 minutes for me telling her I want copper. I do not want hormonal coil. I want copper because of how the hormones have reacted with me in the past. I don't want to go through that again. I want copper. I don't care about heavy periods. As long as I'm not losing my mind, give me copper. So in the end she agreed, okay, copper coil. She made my appointment. My appointment was for, I think, 3 weeks away from the time we had the phone call. Cool. Went to my appointment and these people put the hormonal coil in me without me knowing. This is why I say I should sue somebody. They put the hormonal coil in me without me knowing, okay. And it was only because I was at home and randomly I remembered something, because there was the doctor and the nurse in the room, and I remembered that the nurse said to me, oh, after it was done, she said, oh, maybe, hopefully you'll be lucky and won't get any periods. And at the time it didn't click. It was only 2 days later I was like, why would she say that? It's a copper coil. Why would my period stop? And they give you like 6 bits of paper, so I went through all the papers and there it was, Marina. And at the time I didn't even know what Marina was. I had to Google it to find out it was the hormonal coil. And it was like, oh my god, these people put hormones in me. These people put hormones in me when I specifically asked for copper, and they went and put hormones in me. Yeah, that's like some medical negligence. Ugh. But because if anyone's had the coil, you know it's not nice getting it in. It's not very nice. I didn't want to go back there 2 days later and go through all that again and get them to change it and all that malarkey. I said, you know what, it's in me now. This thing's meant to last for 5 years. I'll see how I go with it, and if it becomes a problem, I'm just gonna have it removed, and I'm not having anything ever again. So that was November. My appointment, I think, was the 15th of November, mid-November, and it was okay. It was all right. I noticed that I wasn't feeling out of control like I did with the others. It was all right. Everything was okay. I didn't have any periods, and then in January I started getting back pain and hip pain, and when I get back pain and hip pain, it means I've gained some weight. So I just hopped on the scale to see how much weight I've gained. 2 stone. I gained 2 stone from the 15th of November to the beginning of January. The first week of January that I checked, I had gained 2 stone, and it was like, no. I didn't want to believe it was the coil, because I had been eating a lot of food as well. I can't even lie. So I thought maybe maybe I really overate. You know, I thought maybe I really did overdo it, because I was baking all kind of stupidness. I made like a Snickers cheesecake, and I was I was eating junk. Okay, so I thought, okay, let me not blame the coil straight away. Let me, you know, start dieting now, you know, eat less smoothies. If you were watching my stories on Instagram, you saw all the smoothies and stuff I was making. I really wasn't eating food. And so I did that for a couple of weeks and hopped on the scales to see, and I gained an additional 8 pounds. So now I've gained over 2.5 stone for having this coil in, and at that point I had only had it in for 2.5 months, and it was like, no, this thing has to come out of me immediately. So I called up and I made the appointment, and for some reason they didn't have any availabilities till all the way till the 15th of March. So from the end of January to 15th of March, I was waiting to get this thing removed from me, and I finally got it removed. So yeah, and that's not all the side effects that has happened. While I was waiting for them to remove the coil, my skin started doing a madness. Okay, let me put a picture up here. Okay, this is what my skin looks like right now. Okay, this called discoid eczema. I've never suffered with eczema. I had a bit of dry skin as a child, nothing in my adult life, but now I have eczema, and one of the causes of discoid eczema is hormonal changes, i.e. the coil. This is what my skin is looking like right now. I'm having to use steroid creams and some emollients to kind of manage it. It's starting to look a bit better. This is what it looked like this morning. And it actually looked worse than this before I went to the GP. This is it looking better. Okay, and that's that picture is on my thigh, my upper thigh. It's on, I've got some here, I've got a couple on my arms, on my thighs, on my back. You know, it's annoying that I had this stupid coiling for what, 3.5 months. Really, it was 3.5 months, and look at the damage it's done in such a short space of time. And not only that, my periods are being weird. When I first got it removed, my period came back like 2 days afterwards. I thought, okay, everything's back to normal. This month I've got no period. Like, if it was my old cycle, because the woman said I should just go straight back to my old cycle. If it was my old cycle, I would have started my period on Sunday. Today is Friday, I should have started on Sunday. Still no period. I had period symptoms, I had a bit of cramping and stuff like that, but all of that's gone now. My periods, I've just accepted. It's just not coming. And it's like, I'm just really annoyed that I allowed this to happen to myself again. I really wish that I didn't go and try this birth control again, because I wasn't on birth control since when? When did I get the implant removed? I think it was April or May of 2019, and you know, my body was fine. It was fine. And then I went and tried this stupid coil, which I didn't even ask for, and it's messed me up. This, I don't know how long my skin is going to be like this, you know. And this is why I say birth control is bad, and these are just the symptoms I've experienced. There's so many other symptoms that you can get. People get headaches, nausea, depression, which I had, all kinds of stuff, high blood pressure. It's not, you know, it's not really safe. You know, I think there needs to be a bit more what's the word, people need to be a bit more educated about what they're getting themselves into when they go and get some birth control, because really it alters your body. That's really what it's doing. It's altering your body. You're putting something in that's going against what God made your body to do, and it's just messing you up. It's making you gain weight. It's making all these other symptoms. Okay, now you're probably thinking, well, if I'm not having birth control, what am I supposed to do? Close your legs, stay celibate. It's not by force that you have to go and have sex, okay? If you must have sex, tell that guy, put on a condom, because I don't want to get pregnant right now, or whatever. If you're in, you know, that's your relationship or whatnot, just tell him, wear a condom. If he says no, then say it's okay, that's all right. You don't want to wear a condom, then I don't want you to touch me. It's a simple thing. There's no discussion here, okay? No condom, no nanny. No condom, no nanny. That's it. That's it. End of discussion, okay? Because it's really, it will not kill them just to put on a little jacket. Okay, it will not kill them just to put on a little jacket. It's not gonna mess with their, it's not gonna mess with their hormones and give them. Oh, also I forgot to say, I've been getting spots as well. I don't know if you can see that one there, that one there. Okay, every day I wake up with new spots, okay, since this stupid coil. But anyway, let's get back to it. They can wear a condom. It will not kill them. It will not affect them, okay? And if they really, like, honestly, ladies, all right, ladies, it's really not that hard to be celibate. It's not by force to actually be, you know, having nookie all the time. You know, if you're in your committed relationship, that's cool. But, you know, I'm more talking about the casuals, you know. It's not necessary, really. It's really not necessary, okay? Celibacy, I'm celibate right now, okay? My longest celibacy streak is 2 years 9 months. Right now I'm celibate, you know? It's not by force. I will not die if I don't go and, you know. I won't die, you know. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm kicking, I'm flourishing, you know. And these are things I've learned. Do you know what? With age has come wisdom to me, and these are things that I wish that I would have known when I was younger, in my 20s and things like that. Now that I'm 30, I got so much wisdom. It's come from life experiences, obviously, but you know, it's not necessary, okay? There was a time of my life where I thought I had to have some kind of a guy in my life, you know. I was saying to someone recently, like, this is the first time in my life, like these past few years is the first time in my life where there isn't any guy, there's not anyone apart from my son's dad who I have to be in communication with, and that communication is very minimal, okay? There's no, like, I don't have no male friends, you know the male friends who are always around. Like, there's no one. I don't talk to anybody. Like, if you look on my phone, it's just females and uncles and aunties. Okay, and they're all in one family group chat. Other than that, and my dad, of course. Other than that, I'm not talking to any guy, I'm not friends with any guy, I don't entertain any guy, I'm not flirting with any guy, there's no guy, and I'm good with that. I am good with that. Do you know what I mean? It's not anything that I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm incomplete, or I'm missing something. I feel good. Oh my gosh, like, no, there is actually no man stressing me out, no man doing stupid, what, you know, some guys, like, they're your friends because they can't have you, so they want to be your friends, and they, you know, they be doing their stupid flirting little like hints that, yeah, they really want you, but you know, you friend zone them kind. No, because I've never been comfortable with them kind of things, you know. I've never been like, some females thrive off of that stuff, and it's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you getting gassed because someone fancies you and you're playing all this hard to get when you have no intention of ever getting with them, you know? All that stuff has never appealed to me, and it always made me feel uncomfortable. So now that I'm at this stage where I really have no males around me, it's great. Like, it's like, yes, this is good, you know. But I've kind of digressed from the topic. But yeah, just, you know, celibacy is fine, you know. If the guy says you don't want to wear the condom, then you two don't have to sleep together. It's not by force. It's not by force. It's not by force that you should go and put this poison in your body that's messing you up just so that someone doesn't have to wear a condom because they don't like it, because it's not comfortable, because it numbs the feeling, or whatever excuses. Yeah, the excuses. I don't know what the excuses, you know. But is really, guys need to know, is wear one or don't wear one, or don't touch me. Wear one or don't touch me. That's it. Those are the only two options, because it's not fair that we as women have to put this, I call it poison because of my bad experiences with it. I call it poison. It's not fair that we have to put this poison in our body, because it's not what God intended. God did not intend for us to go and put these outside hormones, foreign things in our bodies. That's why it's messing us up. If it was good for us, we wouldn't be getting these symptoms, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, just be celibate. You don't need to be going around. If you want to, that's your life and all that, but it's not a necessary thing. This is what I'm trying to explain. It's not something necessary that you need to go around, you know, if you're not in a relationship. People who are in relationships are married, so it's not the same thing. But like, you know, some people, some females, I'm old school, but some females like to have, you know, the casual encounters. You know, so they need birth controls because they like to have the casual encounters. And you know, as I've gotten older, it's like, why would you want to do that? You know, it's like you have a laptop, yeah, and you're just getting any random USB. You don't know where this USB has come from. You don't know this USB's history. You don't know the USB, whether this USB has a virus or what guilt the USB has, and all of that. And then you just go and put this USB in your computer, and then now you've got malware. You got malware on your computer, and your computer's finished because you just picked up one random USB stick and went pop in your slot, you know. It's a strange analogy I'm giving, but like, you know what I mean. I believe this is something that needs to be taught to younger people as well, because I think this generation, because there's so much freedom now, people don't really think and deep certain things. Like, this is, again, everything is my beliefs and my opinions and stuff. Everything I'm saying is my beliefs and my opinions and stuff. But I think that a lot of people need to think about these certain things. For me, sex is not just an action. Sex is not just something that you do. Like, it's an exchange of energies. It's an exchange of, you know, it's the most intimate thing you can do with a person, you know. And I don't think that should be done casually. It's like, I don't know, I just think it should have so much more importance than a lot of people give it nowadays. Like, it's like, I'm trying to think, compare it to something that you would not do casually, that you would say, hell nah. I'm really trying to think. Like, you wouldn't do, like, you wouldn't have your, I don't know, your online banking, bank statements, or anything to do with banking, or credit cards, or your bank details, or your card details. You wouldn't have let anyone access that. You wouldn't just let anyone access that, you know. You wouldn't even, you know, maybe even some people don't even give that to their boyfriends and things, you know. You keep your bank details to yourself. You keep your phone code. You don't let anyone access your phone, and that's just a piece of something, you know. You've got, you know, thumbprints and all of that. It's not easy for anyone to pick up your phone and get into your phone. So I don't think it should be easy for anybody to just, you know, I don't think that should be easy, because that's a lot, you know. If you really think about what you're doing, like, you are letting somebody enter. Like, they are entering you. Like, there's an exchange of so much going on. It's not just an action. And so I think that people need to really think about what they're doing, and not just do it with anyone. Not just do it with anyone, because you don't know what kind of energy, what bad energy this person is carrying and putting into you. You don't know what guilt and shame this person is putting into you. That can, I believe that stuff can affect you, you know. I believe that stuff can affect you. Like, you know, it's bad enough you don't want to be around negative energy, but you will have this negative energy in you. Hey, really, people, think about it. Okay, think about it. This guy could be some toxic guy. You know he's a toxic guy, but you say it's just casual. You don't want his toxicness around you, but on occasion you don't mind it being in you. Think about your actions. Anyway, I really digressed off the topic of birth control, but but the moral of the story is, guys, if you're gonna get birth control, I'm not here telling nobody not to get it, you know. It's your choice, it's your life, it's your body. But I just feel like people should make more informed decisions, because I know I certainly didn't know what effects birth control would have on me until I was on it and the effects were happening to me. Okay, I never knew birth control could affect my skin till a couple of months ago. Okay, it's a wrap for me. No more birth control for me. Okay, what's my other take on this? If you're gonna have sex, use condoms. If you're not on birth control, even if you're on birth control, use condoms. If what's wrong with them? There's nothing wrong with them. Okay, people talk, I don't, you know, honestly, I'm not a guy, so I don't know, but I don't care. Use it or stay away. Or ladies, just be celibate. Okay, really think about who and what is entering you. This what that people, women, ladies, girls, you need to understand now. You know what, despite what society is saying, like, despite all the feminism that's around and the equality, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know why I was saying equal opportunities. It's not the same thing. Equality, okay? Yeah, despite all of that, women are precious. I don't care what anyone wants to come and say is the 21st century and what. No, women are precious, and you should treat yourself as you are precious. Even if people on the outside are not, you treat yourself like you are precious. And one of the ways of treating yourself like you are precious is not letting any scallywag enter. Okay, do not let any scruffy, raggedy ruffian non-entity, stupid energy enter you, because we don't want negative energy around us, so we certainly shouldn't want it in us. And that's what's happening in some cases, you know. Really think about what you're doing. But yes, I'm gonna stop here, and I hope you guys like this video. I really enjoyed making this video. I'm in a good mood. I enjoyed making this video, I really have. I think it's because I haven't made a video like this in a while, and I'm just like but yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Like I said at the beginning, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and comment below if you want to comment anything. Follow me on the gram, and I will see you guys next time in my next video.